Hello everyone, this is Yuri from Scuba Couple. Welcome to the channel. Now, we do have already some videos on this channel, but this time I wanted to try and add a voiceover to share some hopefully interesting things about these beautiful animals on the screen and maybe some information on scuba diving too. Let me know if you like the voiceover or if you just prefer the plain video with no audio. These dives were filmed during our recent liveaboard trip to the Red Sea, actually our first liveaboard ever. We hope you enjoy. So these are perhaps the most iconic fish of all of the coral reef, the anemone fish. They live pretty much all of their lives inside the anemone, which has these stinging cells, which are harmless to this fish in particular, but not to anyone else. So that helps keep the anemone fish safe. This is my wife Laura. While I do pretty much all of the video editing and shooting, she is the one who identifies and names all these gorgeous animals, like this lionfish here, for example. Those spikes that you see are actually venomous, so it's a good idea not to get too close. Here we have another very common inhabitant of the coral reef, so the triggerfish. There are different types of triggerfish. One common factor to them is that when they are building their nest, they can get aggressive and even bite divers. And here we have another triggerfish. This one is the Titan triggerfish. As mentioned, they can be territorial when building the nest, but this specimen seemed to be quite happy just minding its own business and didn't care about us at all. Here we have a giant clam. It's filtering seawater all day long, getting nutrients. And typically, if you get too close, they kind of go hide inside the shell. They may even close the shell. This one was pretty cool to see. Usually you see these flatworms just lying down on the bottom, but this one was actually swimming. So I took a bit of a close-up shot of that. This one is one of my favorite corals. It's really hypnotic to see it pulsate like that. It's not entirely clear to me why does it do that, but it looks very cool. This is another classic, the bannerfish. It's typical to see them in pairs. They are monogamous and they pair for life. Very cool and classical type of fish. And these butterfly fish seem to also have the same pairing for life behavior. A cool aspect of these anemone fish is that they are kind of protecting their home, so they in a way attack you when you get closer. Of course, they're tiny and they don't bite or anything, so I don't know actually what are they really trying to achieve with that, but it's interesting. And this school of fish was trying to chase the laser pointer of one of the dive guides. They were really going wild and trying to eat the point of light. Some of these anemones are just gorgeous in their color, like this red one. And they pretty much always seem to have those anemone fish living in there. These moray eels we encounter pretty much on all of our dives. They do look a bit menacing and scary, but they are pretty harmless unless you try and bully them, which of course we didn't. Here's another dive on the Elphinstone reef. These are the big-eyed trevallies. They're fast hunters, and those large eyes help them to see better when the light starts to fade the deeper you go. These ones are always so awesome to see. This was a Hawksbill sea turtle. They live pretty long. They can live up to 50 to 60 years. They typically reach their sexual maturity between 25 and 35 years when the females lay their eggs. And this one was just chilling along, first eating its lunch. Then it started looking at us, seeing what we are doing, and then it decided to go elsewhere. Turtles do not have gills, but they have lungs like you and I, but they can hold their breath for really long times. Typically, when they're actively foraging, they go to the surface to breathe only every 15 to 30 minutes. And when they're sleeping, they can extend that period for even much longer. So this one was the first video of our Red Sea liveaboard. If you liked the video, remember to subscribe and like. And until next time, take care.